Hello everyone, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that's still considered very controversial, despite it being here for such a long time, which is AI art. AI art is essentially, like a lot of you might have heard of AI. AI art just basically learns off real artists, takes their pieces, and then they can create their own work in that artist style. Just like basically trying to be that artist, except it's like a robot instead of the actual artist. And then people can use that AI for very cheap or even for free. So my opinion on this take will be like a lot of artists on this so far situation. AI art is very negative for artists. And it's not necessarily the concept I hate, is the fact that people are using it for negative purposes. Like, you can see that AI art is really good for creative prompts for artists to maybe get ideas, but like, the companies are using it for literally creating games, stealing specific people's art styles to maybe even make cartoons, to just like steal artist jobs. Like, and a lot of people are getting affected by this because it really isn't all that great for artists. A lot of artists don't make any money because of people who complain that AI art is just better than real artists. And I feel like it's extremely unfair for like artists to just suffer through this because, well, AI art is basically is like it's not that bad actually. Like, as I've said before, it's really not that bad for actual creative good intentions. But let's be honest, it's not really used for good intentions here, since it's like just used for stealing, for maybe a lot of people are selling AI art for like a lot of money as well. Like, I saw someone that used like robots. They used a robot to draw, and they sold it for like $10,000. It was crazy, and yeah, honestly, I just feel like really bad for the people who spend like their lifetime just trying to perfect art and just do what they love, express themselves, and make. You'll find a lot of artists just overall losing income or like having their style, like if their style is seen as very maybe as cutesy or like something more aesthetic, their art style is very likely to get stolen and then recognized as quote unquote AI. It's not only the fact that these artists are getting their art stolen from the AI, it's also they're getting accused of using AI by other people. If their art style is so similar to this certain AI, they might even get accused of stealing their own art style, which is honestly kind of crazy, as how like AI just learned their art style so well. I feel like AI art or AI quote unquote art doesn't even deserve to be called art anymore. It just deserves to be called like maybe a certain prompt or just a tool to use to maybe generate ideas. I like I've stated multiple times, people can use AI. Like, AI is not necessarily a bad thing. It could be really helpful for a lot of people, but when it is specifically used to turn against artists who spend time expressing themselves through art, it really isn't all that fun and games, since you're just taking away a dream from another person. This doesn't only affect professional artists, it also affects young artists as well. With them, a lot of people using AI nowadays, a lot of young artists are feeling discouraged with drawing. As a young artist myself, I also felt pretty discouraged while drawing. Like, I see these AI and I feel like I'm not able to have as much motivation. And I feel like that's a case for a lot of young artists out there too. So overall, it's just like a really negative impact on a lot of artists, young or a beginner artist, or even just the professional artists out there. So yeah, that's like my opinion on the take. Please do not use like AI in a very negative way with negative intentions just by stealing other people's art style when there's like a lot of alternatives to the solution where AI can be used for good purposes, but right now is really not, and that's a pretty negative thing.